resting is not a reward, it's a requirement. We need rest. It's crazy that I have to say that out loud to myself and for you guys. It's crazy. So we're going to rest. They say success is what you show, but what about everything you don't? I'm Bruna Marconi, creative director, founder, and a woman documenting the becoming. I share the shifts, the mess, and the beauty behind building an unapologetic life and business on my own terms. Here you'll find real moments and everything that doesn't fit in a highlight reel. Welcome to the Business Backstage. Hi, hello. I'm Bruna Marconi, and welcome to the Business Backstage. This episode is going to be a little bit different from the previous ones. I usually do voiceovers, but I was feeling this need to come here to talk with you guys about the Business Backstage reflections that I have. And I will try my best to clean this audio. The best lighting is in front of a window. This guy definitely have a small dick. Anyways, let's do this. So I almost sabotaged my rest this weekend because I made more money than I'm used to. And I felt the need to punish me by making me work hard, like work during the weekend, having no joy, no room to breathe. And I want to talk about exactly this, like what happens when money comes in and you don't feel like you deserve it. It's not that I don't feel that I don't deserve money. I do deserve money, any amount of money, huge amount of money. That's something that I've already came in peace with. But I do see the pattern, when I look back in my life and my relationship with Harry, that it hasn't been the greatest. But this year we are finally in good terms. But what I think it was just my body also signaling that it needs a grounding. And yeah, the trigger was I just closed a new client, and because the project delivery it's very short deadline, I've ended up charging way more than the previous project that I've done with the same company but different brands. And first I was nervous just by that, you know. I was making horrible scenes on my mind that they would questioning me because I've increased the price and, just but they accepted my terms anyways. And then it came up that weekend when they said that I could start the project, that they would accept the budget. I hadn't had the time to work on them. I was working on another client's project, but I was also like miserably failing. My focus was horrible. I was uninspired and unmotivated. Although I was sitting and going through those things, trying to deliver the other client's templates, I found myself really, I thought I was burning out. I thought I was with burnout, and I was really concerned and freaked out about it. And what do you do when you think you have burnout? You continue to burn yourself the heck out of it. Well, that was the line my mind went, because on Thursday or Friday, I don't know, a friend of mine asked me, invited me to go on a walk. And I was like, no, in my mind. I have work to do. I have to work this Saturday and Sunday. I might go to a cafe so I can feel inspired, but I'm going to work the entire weekend because I need to deliver, yada, yada, yada. And I sit down in my bed and I I'm inhale deeply and shut the fuck up of this noise that I was telling myself. And I was like, I'm going to accept. It's just a fucking walk, Bruna. It's in the morning. And if you want to work on your fucking weekend, you can work in the afternoon after walking. And you know how walking, how exercise is good for you. So maybe you can find inspiration with that. Saturday, I went to the gym and then I went to the mall. I did shopping, grocery shopping, didn't work. And Sunday came, I did the walk. I thought about working, but then I went to an event, an amazing event in a place that I love here in Porto. It's amazing. I go there to read books, and they were doing a reopening of this place, and they had Canva and paintings for us, and I paint something reflecting on this that it was happening in my head, because the only word that it came up for me was punishment. Why I was trying to punish myself. And I just enjoyed my weekend. It was a forced enjoyment, but I really enjoyed and relaxed, so much so that surprisingly, I was 200% productive on Monday. Who would have thought that I would be productive after 2 days of rest? I wouldn't. No, impossible. This math is not mathing. Of course, it's not a surprise. So that was happening, and I started journaling as well immediately. I not only put it into art, but I also journaled. And yeah, this week I had these moments of also resting some days, like portions of the day, resting, like taking a break from work and going to my bed and reading a book, or going to the nail salon appointment, and being there for 2, 3 hours and not feeling guilty, being there fully resting and restoring my body and nurturing my body, and then coming back and being a fucking beast at work. It was perfect, and it was this great reminder for me. And that's why I'm recording this video, to remind you that resting is essential. You need it. You know, don't fall to this capitalistic, patriarchal, societal thing of hustle. It's not good for us. So I want to ask you if you guys have ever caught yourself doing this as well, like trying to cut yourself from joy, trying to use work as penancy. What is up? And the craziest part is that I love what I do and I have so much fun doing what I do that, well, it's easy to also fall into the talking of, oh, because I love what I do, I don't need rest. And this is not true. I need rest, rest, rest. We all do. Even if we love what we do, we need rest of what we are doing. So yeah, and all of these came at this time that I'm at my best with Harry. I've worked so gracefully with him to have this amazing relationship that we have now. And to think that he could be the cause of punishment, it's insane. So if you don't know Harry's my money. You can look here or here. I'll leave it here and somewhere so you can see why my money is called Harry. So yeah, Harry isn't here to punish me at all. He's here to support me, to love me, to adore me and put me on a pedestal, and yeah, he's obsessed about me. So punishment, it's not on his vocabulary. And I think that coming out this week with this reflection, it's also a testament of my devotion with Harry, my relationship with him. So, with that, during my journaling as well, I've just realized that I'm going to use my trip to Copenhagen. I'm going to travel to Copenhagen in 2 weeks or 1 week now. Oh my God. In 1 week. And it's going to be a vacation. I'm not going to take my laptop with me. I'm only going to take my iPad, which I technically can work on it, but I will choose not to. It doesn't mean that when I feel inspired towards something that I know it's business related, it doesn't mean that I'm going to block this flow. Not at all. I don't believe in that. When I travel, I do like to have even like a notebook with me to take notes of thoughts that are coming, because travel expand our mind, at least to expand mine, and it gives me a lot of insights about things that I can apply to my business. So it's not about that, it's not about blocking the flow of ideas. It's just not doing client work. I love working on my business. Is when I feel most energetic. And that's why I'm doing this with me. Also, technically, I haven't had a vacation since I've started my business 3 years now. Yes, I travel, but I travel and work a little bit. So it's going to be interesting now, because in the past I've traveled with my laptop, which it's easier to fall into working, while traveling. So yeah, Copenhagen is going to be a whole nother thing. I'm also working with my Witch Advisor GPT. I'm just doing like astrocartography and looking like the aspects of Copenhagen with my birth chart, my astro chart, and what it influences. And I'm already asking for some prompts to journal. Guys, resting is not a reward, it's a requirement. We need rest. It's crazy that I have to say that out loud to myself and for you guys. It's crazy. So we're going to rest. And with this video, I don't want for you to feel shamed if you feel guilty of resting. I'm just here to give you permission to rest and slow down. I would love to hear in the comments if you guys struggle with this too. It's been really interesting to see myself and analyze what I've been through this week and the progress I've made with my relationship with Harry. So, if you liked this talk format, also let me know, because I have a bunch of these reflections that it happens in the business backstage that I could record as well. I could talk with you guys. So let me know. And again, remember that resting is your birthright. Bye, and I see you in the next video.